We are facing another hurricane because that could be a big problem if there's no roof on the house. Ooh, it's literally fogging up the screen. It's so hot out here. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning and I figured I might vlog today, tomorrow, whatever happens. We are facing another hurricane, Hurricane Idalia. If you're new here, we're in Sarasota. It does look like it's going up towards the Big Bend area in Florida, but it's always a little bit hard to tell, you know, where hurricanes are actually going to make landfall and how bad it's going to be. We're not very worried about it at this point. We did go through Ian last fall. However, you know, we have a generator this time, which is good. The biggest thing at the moment is that last week we had a new roof put on. So they tore the old one off. We went to Holmes County, just got back yesterday actually, and they're currently waiting on the inspector to show up to inspect the roof before they can finish it. I think he said about 30% of the roof still needs done. Let me go inside. The neighbor decided to mow the yard at the moment. So about 30% of the roof is shingled already, and the other half they left because they wanted the inspector to be able to see it. But the roof guy said that if he does not show up this morning by a certain point, they will continue to put the rest of the roof on regardless. He'll just take a bunch of pictures and stuff. So, because that could be a big problem if there's no roof on the house. Obviously last week, you know, we didn't know anything was even in the mix as far as hurricane stuff, and it kind of just actually cropped up here in the last couple days. And so sometimes with inspectors, you don't really know. You're kind of at their mercy, but we can't leave a roof uncovered. I'm headed to pick up some groceries at Sam's. I ordered them yesterday. I had actually needed a bunch of stuff for hot lunch this week at school. So we're not like fully stocked, but I think it'll be okay. The biggest thing on my plate today is I have a bushel of peaches to do. I brought home Contender peaches from Ohio, and they're the best peaches in my opinion. I have 2 boxes of those. The stone comes out so easily and they don't turn brown. That's the biggest thing. I don't can peaches, I freeze them, so we usually chop them up, and I might actually make some slush. And I was hoping I could bake some bread and, you know, finish my laundry and stuff like that. So hopefully, yeah, we're just hoping and praying for the best. Okay, got those picked up, and I actually forgot to mention the boys only have a half a day of school today, so they're gonna be home the rest of the afternoon, and then tomorrow they have canceled school too. So after that, it's probably back to school, I'm guessing, unless something major, you know, happens, flooding or something like that, but we're praying not. So I got this notion quickly to make peach pie filling and can it with some of the peaches because I love using the Calhoun Bend Mill cobbler mixes, and it would be so nice to have like my own filling to put in it. So I think I'm gonna try it. My first time ever doing it, but I found a recipe in an Amish cookbook and I think it'll make maybe 6-7 quarts or something like that. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Thickening up nicely. I have hot water in here and my jars are warm-ish. So that's the main thing. I want the same temperature approximately. So I am not an expert. I am not gonna tell you this is the way you need to do it. There's also a pressure canning method. I didn't really look into that. All the recipes I saw was doing like a cold pack style water bath canning. So use at your own risk. And since the canner is not full, I'm actually gonna can a little bit of water in a jar just so that they don't like rock around too much.
Morning has broken, my windows are open. Wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do I follow? What happens tomorrow? I turn to you and hope you can guide the way. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I'm lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer.
The roofers are out here working in the rain trying to get our roof put on yet. Unbelievable. So is the paper underneath waterproof?
Yeah.
You're gonna get wet, Harper. Caden is cutting up some grapes for me to put in the slush.
I think we're really well prepared for this storm. We are preparing as if we could get a direct hit Wednesday. We're in contact with county administrator Barry Burson. We're having regular meetings.
Happen as the storm is getting closer to the Gulf Coast of Florida. Continue. That's going to bring the center of the storm towards the Big Bend coast region. Well, Idalia is expected to rapid intensification just as storm strengthened by a major hurricane that landfall expected. But you can see the rain starting to come down and honestly very dark.
Okay, it looks like an absolute disaster around here, but I am done with peaches. So I already put most of them in the freezer, but here's some of the quarts. What a satisfying feeling. So, do you see those green beans up there? These two? This has a zinc tablet in it, and this does not. So, I was really happy to bring home some green beans from Ohio. My aunt has tons of green beans in her garden, so we helped pick some, and she had also had a big batch that she didn't really want. And so Erica and I both took green beans home, and Grandma got a bunch of green beans. She did the canning. We kind of helped her a little bit, but I brought home at least just 8 quarts, not that much, but it's better than nothing. So my little tiny stash of canned goods is getting a little bigger. Some salsa and pickles. These are like sweet garlic dill pickles. I love them. Then I have the marinara sauce that I love. So then there's green beans, grape pie filling, and then there's my peach pie filling that I made today. I feel really excited, and I love my pantry. We finished it this winter, and it has been functioning so well. It's a regular old workhorse for sure. So, absolutely love it.
catastrophic storm surge in the zone of 10 to 15 feet. And look at how far down to the south and east those life-threatening storm surge values are going to occur.
Okay, so it's around 7 in the evening and it's just now starting to sprinkle a little. Mom and Dad were here for a little bit and we're kind of itching to go out and see close to the shore to see what's happening out there. It's not really done much here yet, but we just wanted to get out of the house a little bit. Other nosy people out here too. It's only raining a little bit at this moment. It's kind of sprinkling. Okay, so I'm outside here. We just got back. It's a little after 8 and it's still not really raining much. As far as where the storm is in comparison to us, I mean, it's not quite level to where we are as far as adjacent. But, I mean, Nick said it could be, what, 100 or so miles out, possibly, which is maybe why we're not feeling that much. The winds are, I think it's a Cat 2 at this point. The winds are over 100 miles an hour, and yet we're not, I mean, there's a little wind. It's obviously windier out by the Gulf or by the coast. And they're definitely seeing, you could tell the water was coming in, but yeah, how bad it actually is gonna be, I feel like we're just gonna get a bunch of rain here soon. Don't know about wind. I mean, I'm sure we'll get some, but I feel like it might not hit us too badly, hopefully. Just pray everyone else will stay safe and that it won't be as bad as they think. It's definitely continuing to go north more, I think, the trajectory. They're really harping on the storm surge that will be coming. So, but we're far enough inland that I don't think that part will affect us. We're not right out by the coast. Excuse how I look too. It's been a long one. Alright, it has picked up quite a bit more. There's some thunder, but it's fairly typical rain so far for Florida. We are gonna go to bed.
Yeah. Can't.
Yeah. What is it?
Can't touch. No.
She loves going out in rain.
No.
Closer, but really the water at this point is rising very, very rapidly. We just don't know how high it's going to get. And we got out there for all of 5 minutes. I was talking to a Florida Highway Patrol officer who said, guys, be careful. We may be able to get back over. Let me just...
We did not find out much last night. We probably went to sleep around, I don't know, 11:30. This morning, well, the storm hasn't quite made landfall yet, but it's up at the bend. So I know for here, I think that high tide is around noon. And so the surge is still the big issue, storm surge. So I don't know what it'll look like, you know, in the next couple hours. We're just so thankful we still have power and it hasn't been too bad. It's nothing like Ian was last year. So we're just watching the Tampa Bay news station to see what's happening there. It looks like it's decently, the flooding is still coming up. So yeah, we're just kind of gonna be here, I think. It's actually Caden's birthday today, and I feel kind of bad because with all of this, we didn't really make any party plans, obviously, because of it, and I didn't have like a ton of food or anything. I got a few necessities and stuff, but I don't know, I might have to see if we can cook up something today. He's turning 10. So we may have a delayed party this weekend or something. My dad actually has a birthday this weekend too, so. This is coming from behind our house, essentially. This is where some of the water is coming from. So behind this fence, there's a ditch and it overflows. And it flows all the way up there. This. It's a lot of water. All right, so it's afternoon. I think it's close to 2 o'clock. The high tide here was around noon, and I was looking at some footage of Sarasota Police Department, and I'll put it over this part here so you can see it. They had posted on their Instagram. Looks like St. Armand's Circle definitely got flooded, and I know parts of like Anna Maria Island did. I know downtown, like Bayfront Park and stuff like that, the water was in quite a ways, like over the sidewalk. Yeah, it looks like there's definitely been some flooding, which I'm glad the high tide's over with now, so that hopefully will help. We're far enough inland that we're okay. Rain kind of comes and goes, but otherwise we're doing just fine. So I've spent most of the day trying to make a birthday cake. So yeah, I had some malfunctioning with my tip. It just kept wanting to pop out of my bags. I don't have the proper decorating bags, and so I had to, like, I don't know, go through how many different ones, and finally had to like tape it a couple times to try and get all the grass to be on there. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully he'll appreciate it. But the rest of the afternoon, I'm gonna try and sit down. I'm hoping to get a little cup of coffee or something and relax a little bit. I don't know how much I'll be filming the rest of the day, but if there's something else to film, I will include it here, but hopefully you enjoyed coming along. We're very thankful the storm wasn't any worse than it is. Obviously, we weren't in the direct line of hit, and even though some here in the city, I'm sure, are dealing with some flooding and stuff, which is very unfortunate. Thank you all for praying. I had so many comments and messages saying that you're praying for us, hoping we're safe and all of that. So I know I couldn't nearly get back to everyone, but we really do appreciate it a lot. So thank you very much. And I will be seeing you in my next video. See y'all.